So this is your last call. If you guys don't know, we usually look at the end of the week for 801 Banshees are in Eververse, and we introduce seasonal challenges because I took out the seasonal challenge weekly video that I do in the beginning of the week, just because we're gonna look at everything already in the end of the week, so might as well just put this as well. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Other than that, taking all challengers, complete onslaught salvation on expert difficulty. If you don't have a clan like I do, this is going to be rough. Near orbit, create orbs of power in episode Revenant activities. Clearly I haven't been playing Revenant activities. Trial by firing squad, win multiple rounds in Trials of Osiris. This is not matches, this is rounds, so it shouldn't be too annoying, even though I don't ever want to play Trials of Osiris, but I do want some of the armor, so I'm probably gonna have to do that soon. Mid-range calibration, calibrate mid-range weapons, hand cannons, glaives, auto rifles, fusion rifles, and machine guns. Bonus progress is granted for defeating guardians. Not hard, just use some of those weapons and you should complete this pretty soon. As for 801, okay, let's do this pit for the video. I was thinking about doing it, but so yeah, this is already a set that I made. If you guys don't know, I've already reviewed the Astral Stasis Drake and then the Hunter and Titan video. The Warlock one is actually, it should have been out by now because this video is going to be going out after the Warlock video. So yeah, the Astral Stasis Drake, this is probably the fastest I've ever posted that because I got it Tuesday, and then I had the video out by Friday, specifically the review and the shader video. So yeah, if you guys want to see that armor set, how it looks, how it shaders, check out the review video. If you want to see the class specific ones, they're also on my most recent stuff right now. I'll try to post some of the things up here so that way you guys can see it. But this one, the Herafnagut ornament for Celestial Nighthawk, Dendrite Shimmer grips, the Astral Stasis Drake Hunter set, and then the Polar Predator's boots and the Polar Predator's cloak. So basically a dawning set, because all of these pieces are dawning sets, which is pretty funny. I never really realized that, but it makes sense, specifically because this is a good example. So the arms take the off color, but the chest underneath also takes the off color, which is why I did that. But it doesn't really matter because the Cloud Striding Couture is such a good shader to combine pieces. It's fucking ridiculous how good it is. So definitely Cloud Striding Couture. I don't know where you get it. It's probably from Lightfall maybe, but either way, dope shader. Probably one of my favorite shaders right now for sure. So that is the fit for the video. Let me know what y'all think. For the shaders, we have Shadow Guilt, Echoes of Io, and War Cult Camo. For the armor sets, I'm going to have them rotating while I go to Xur because quite frankly, I talk about these armor sets all the time that I don't really want to talk about them anymore. So I will be right back. So before we get into Xur, I totally forgot about Banshee. So Banshee has Typhon, GL5 with Unrelenting and Adrenaline Junkie, Disparity with No Distractions and Headseeker, Imperative with Triple Tap and Attrition Orbs, Ensemble and Demo, and then NEOD with Steady Hands and Vorpal. Pretty decent stuff, I guess. I don't know. This is a red border weapon, by the way. Still haven't gotten this. I need to beat this dungeon again. Again, my fucking clan died, and I'm one of those idiots that just cannot ask for help, just because I don't like to. Yeah, I just don't like to. It's not even like an ego thing. It's just more like I don't want to bother people with dumb shit. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Banshee. And as for Xur, he is selling Colony Catalyst, which is definitely recommended. Increased ammo reserves is always good. Heir Apparent Catalyst, which also should be like, you should get this considering, I don't even know, like, is this the first time he sold this? I didn't even know you could buy this. I thought you have to get it from the Guardian Games event. For the exotics, we have Lucky Pants with pretty high mobilities. Recovery's dog shit, but I mean, whatever. Armamentarium, too high mobility. Sunbracers with some pretty decent rolls. I mean, I would have liked it if either discipline or strength was higher instead of intellect, but I mean, it's pretty decent still. Relevantism, and then Zerfboard. Let's see if I can actually see this. Yeah, I always find it funny. I can never see it. For the actual other stuff, it's gonna be Hawkmoon with Hipfire Grip, Suros Regime with Spinning Up, Skyburner's Oath for the Empire, and then Two-Tailed Fox with Play with Your Prey. So obviously these are all fixed. This is the only one that's not fixed, so that's why I mentioned this one. And this one I just said it because why not? For the weapons, we have Escape Velocity with Zen Moment and Elemental Capacitor, Rapacious Appetite with Well-Rounded and Headstone, 7th Seraph SI2 with Threat Detector and Vorpal, Contingency Plan with Subsistence and Unrelenting, Berenger's Memory with Quick Draw and Elemental Capacitor, Elitic Principle with Ensemble and Target Lock, and then Quick Fang with whatever it has, because these are usually different. So this one's a red border if I remember correctly, and this one is as well. Both of these should be picked up just because you might never know. And then for the armor, it's gonna be the armor from IO. So I actually like the armor of IO. I will shut up so that way you guys can see it rotate. I've talked about it a bit. Needless to say, I think the helmets are really good for everyone aside from maybe the warlocks. The boots specifically for the boots for the Titans I think are really cool. The mark is also really cool. I like the arms as well for the Titans. Pretty much everything but the chest piece is really cool. Hunters, I think the chest piece and the helmet are really cool. Everything else is kind of like whatever's. And then warlocks, I don't think I like any of it if I remember correctly. I think the chest piece is decent, but other than that I don't really care for it too much. And as for Eververse, we have Aniline Shock. We have Dawning Festiveness. This is a pretty decent one. Howling Blizzard. Shaky Skating. Struggle Skate. For the stuff at the bottom, we have Frostborn. Polar Prancer. Dawning Lights. Cocoa Shell. Snowball Toss. Ice Carving. And then for the transmats, we have Peppermint Burst. Piled High. Snowy Entrance. Aniline Shock again. Dawning Festiveness again. Dawning Warmth, which I think is pretty dope. And then Dawning Hope, which I also think is really cool. So that is pretty much it for Eververse. If you guys don't know, I've already reviewed all of the Eververse stuff. So if you guys want, you can definitely check it out in the Eververse video. We go over all of it, specifically all of these as well. Also, no, I didn't actually notice this until Crips made that video, but yeah, they're not selling the old armor sets like the 2019 and 2018 sets, which is a big bummer because I actually wanted to buy those this year, but I guess I had a brain fart because I didn't even notice they were gone, which is very unfortunate. Which means I might actually have to pick this up because next year they might not even sell it. Which is kind of crazy because they're losing out on revenue. I want to know the reason why they're doing that. Maybe FOMO, but that's a weird FOMO to have. But yeah, we're gonna be working on a few things. It's still Act 2, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's 21 days and then we'll have Act 3, which means not only will I have this shade. Wait, no, this shader is available already. I'm thinking about this one right here. Yeah, that one. Once this shader is available, I'm definitely gonna do the shader video for the season pass. Actually, if I'm being quite honest, I think I might just do this and then just review it like this. I don't know why I need to have the shader, but I mean, I like to have it. And then we're gonna do the review for this one and do some armor sets for it as well. I think this one's gonna be a cool video because this helmet is really cool. What else am I gonna be working? Oh, so I really don't want to buy this armor, but I'm gonna do it because I know people want to see it, even though I think it's straight doo-doo. The Doki Doki set, I absolutely hate this set. Specifically because I feel like the bows are, it's a little too much. It's a lot. Like their arms, boots, the only ones that don't have it are the helmet and the chest piece, which I'm surprised considering I thought they would put it like right here, but whatever, I'm not complaining. yeah, like I think the helmet's like the only cool, like truly good piece, because I'm gonna use this on an assassin look. I think the chest piece is also really cool. Definitely gonna use it in like a, what's it called, an awoken vibe. But like everything else, I'm genuinely not excited to use. Maybe the boots I can definitely use in a cutesy look. Arms, I think again, it's just the bows that really ruin it for me. But yeah, if it was just here, I feel like that would have been fine. But the bows is just too much. Yeah, because the arms and boots are actually really, really cool. It's just the bows. It's the same thing for the Titans and Warlocks as well. I'm also going to be getting this one just because I do think it's decent. And we will do a video on that one as well. We'll probably do like a review video with the class specific videos in one video, just because I don't feel the need to make like a review and then make specific class specific ones when it's just going to be super easier just to do all of that in one go. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe some of these, no, because I already did that. And I don't know, either way, we will have some more content to get through, because again, right now this week specifically, we're going to be going through, oh, I didn't save any of the armor, that's very unfortunate. We're going to be going through the season pass armor. So tomorrow, which is Tuesday for me, is going to be the season pass review and shader video, and then the days after that it's going to be the Hunters, Titans, and then Warlocks. And then after that, we most likely will be doing the Doki Doki set. Sorry, that's okay. So I'm thinking of adding some other reviews that I haven't done. Specifically, I did the review for this one last year, which you guys can check it out. I haven't done one for this one, nor the Dendrite Shimmer, if I remember correctly. So if you guys want me to, I could do these videos just so that way we can have it in the future. So that way, like next year when Dawning comes back again, you guys can see all of these sets, or maybe I can do new ones. Either way, I don't know. I'm still thinking about what I can do, because I've been thinking about adding some new kind of content for the events, because once we get the armor and do the class specific videos and all of that, then I really don't do anything else for the events, just because I don't really give a shit about the events. Most of the time they're really terrible. So I've been thinking about using like one of my favorite pieces from this armor set, and then making a really cool set with it, but doing it for all of the armor set that I currently own. So specifically, like maybe the Hunters could have like my favorite piece from this would most likely be the arms and maybe the cloak. So like choosing from that one, make an armor set from there, and then do it for each of these. So like for this one, it would probably be the boots. And then for this one, it would probably be the cloak or the boots as well. So like making individual sets for each of the armor sets, and then having that like kind of like a Dawning armor hunter set. So that way the Polar Predator gets one set, the Pruna Luster gets its own set, and then the Dendrite Shimmer gets its own set. And then next year, the Astral Stasis Drake will get its own set as well. And then just keep making that type of video where it's like, oh, well, last year I ended up using the cloak. This year I'll probably use the chest piece. So that way I can spice it up a little bit more for you guys in these videos, because again, or in these events, because again, after I do the armor sets for the event, I don't ever go through it ever again, just because why would I? There's nothing crazy. There's nothing I really give a shit about talking, aside from like maybe the weapons. Like Mistral Lift is pretty dope. I got the Withering Gaze and Vorpal, which is going to be good for like solo play, I guess. But like the one that I want, I know is going to be a bitch to get, and this event's only here for like 2 or 3 weeks. So it's like, that's another video I kind of want to do, talk about like why I think crafting should stay, because we have situations where this is pretty good. Like the one that I want is the bait and switch, and the other bait and switch, is that the one it's called, where you shoot with your other guns and then you get either way, I want to get like the one where you have to shoot like twice, or you have to shoot your other weapons and then use this weapon, and it'll proc like a reload and damage. The chances of me getting that is pretty fucking abysmal. At least that's how I feel it most of the time, because it's only 2 weeks, and most of the time to get, I don't know, like this. I want to talk about that because I do think crafting should stay. It just shouldn't be something that we only do, because I do think the way they're doing it now with the new seasonal weapons, I think that's a good idea. I think the seasonal weapons shouldn't be craftable. aside from like maybe 2 or 3, like I think it's like half and half. Like some of the weapons should be craftable, some of them should not be craftable, and the ones that shouldn't be craftable should definitely be like not as powerful as the random rolls. But then at the same time, we get back to that FOMO where it's like, oh well, I grinded the whole season, I never got a god roll. That, like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of way to counteract that, because some people can get really unlucky and not get a good roll, and that's the thing that I don't like, because crafting at least gives us that option of like, okay, well, I can craft it so I don't have to worry about getting that god roll, because again, I've had really shitty luck to the point where it's like I've gotten nothing but the rolls that I want. So I think crafting has a place in Destiny 2, and the people who don't think so are just like, dude, like I just don't want to get unlucky in one season and not get a weapon that I really like, because then it just kind of ruins it for me. I'm like, oh, whatever, like I'll just get a decent roll and not worry about it. So that's like the only difference. And I know people are like, oh well, what's the difference between that and Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 vanilla, where it's like, yeah, seasonal activities are not forever. That's the main difference. Like if I wanted to, I could still go back to D1 and grind some of the old weapons that I really like Imago Loop or some shit like that. Like I could still go back and grind those shits and still try to get that god roll. In Destiny 2, it's like specifically like, oh, that's not a good example. Yeah, like Quivy, whatever it's called. There's a god roll that's actually in the season pass right now, which I think that's a good idea. Maybe in the season passes that would be cool. It's this one right here, Rhyme Stealer and Headstone. This is gonna be dope because obviously Headstone, a stasis crystal comes out, but then you have Rhyme Stealer destroying a stasis crystals or defeating a frozen target with this weapon grants you frost armor. This is gonna be dope in Crucible, specifically Crucible, or in I don't know why you would use this in PvE. I mean, to be fair, it'd be pretty decent in PvE, but not like high-end stuff. Actually probably really good because frost armor. But this is what I'm talking about. Like these two is something I really want in a random roll. Will I get it? I don't know, dude, because I don't even see the perk where, oh, you get two slots for the perks, which I think is a good idea that they did that for Mistral Lift, specifically for the Dawning stuff. If the event stuff had this more often, I wouldn't have an issue with it, because then at that point it's like I have a better chance of getting the roll that I want. And then at that point, honestly, when I go for god rolls, I only go for the perks, and then if I get the perk, then I look at everything else, because the perks are the most important part for me personally. So that is pretty much it. Sorry I blabbered on too much. I just want to explain like some of the ideas that I have currently, because I do want to post more content for Destiny 2, not only just fashion but other stuff as well, because I do think I want to get into the conversation of a few things. Not only that, I want to make other content. Not only that, I actually have this year, like next year, I have like a lot of things that I want to do for this channel and for some other projects that I have in the background as well. So it's a little tiring considering it's just me, but at the same time, I find more joy when I have more stuff to do rather than not. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Be safe. I will see you guys later.